Hey, this is Drew from Moon Audio, and welcome to Audiophile Tech Tips. Adapters. I got all kinds of adapters laid out here on the table, and I get this question a lot. Do adapters deteriorate the sound quality? What materials should I use? Which adapter should I use with this dragging cable? Which adapter should I convert from balanced to single-ended? Vice versa, all that stuff. Okay, so here's the simple thing. First of all, the best connection is no connection. If we could solder a wire from device to device, CD player to preamp, a digital audio player to headphone, this would be the best connection point, all right? We don't want to put anything that we have to in the signal path. Everything makes a difference. Materials matter. Each type of material will add its own sort of influence and coloration to the sound. These materials aren't necessarily going to change any kind of frequency response, but they are going to add coloration. Copper sounds different than silver and so forth. So I've got a Black Dragon IEM cable here. It's got a 2.5 millimeter TRS balanced connector that I use for my AK. Sometimes I'm going to want to use it with my computer. So going to an adapter cable that plugs into this and converts it to another termination is going to help me be able to obviously do a different format. Well, is this the best solution? Adding an adapter. Each one of these connectors is adding a weak point. So here's the deal. The bottom line is, let's say that I buy a headphone cable and I've got 10 different devices, and all 10 of those have a different connection for some reason. The device that you use most of the time, let's say you've got this one particular headphone amp that has a 4-pin male XLR on it, and you use that 75% of the time, okay? Well, on your main cable, that is the connector you should choose. And then for all the other devices that you don't use all the time, those are the ones you should get adapter cables for, okay? If I have a Black Dragon main cable, do I want to get a Silver Dragon, Bronze Dragon, Blue Dragon adapter cable? You always want to try and match materials. So try and go with a Black Dragon adapter cable. If you've got gold-plated connectors on this cable, try and go with an adapter cable with gold-plated connectors. Don't mix and match rhodium, silver, copper, gold, bronze, etc. Each one of these things slightly changes the influence of the sound, so you want to try and keep as many materials as possible the same through the chain. Obviously, you've got 5 different headphone cables, one blue, one silver, one black. Which adapter cable do I use that I can use with all of them? So I try to say in that situation, well, silver's got the least resistance of any of the wires that we build. It has the least influence in terms of getting rid of resolution and detail. So try and use one Silver Dragon adapter cable for your Silver Dragon, your Black Dragon, and your Blue Dragon, okay? 1/4-inch adapter, same thing. This is a cheap one we sell on our website for about $5. This is a Furatech one that we sell for $25. The base materials and the plating on this are better than this. That's why it costs more money. Obviously, there is some markup in here for all the audiophile dealers out there and whatnot, but the materials are better on this connector. I don't like to use it unless I have to, but if you have to, once again, try and match materials. So they've got a rhodium adapter and a gold adapter. Use this rhodium adapter with your Silver Dragon that's got rhodium connectors on it. Use this gold-plated adapter on your Black Dragon that's using gold-plated connectors on it. Why do I use gold with silver and blue? Gold has a similar sound signature to my ears, coloration, as copper. Rhodium has a similar signature to silver. So I usually try to use rhodium-plated connectors on silver cables, gold-plated connectors on copper cables. Can you mix and match? Of course, but try to keep things similar. Try to use the same wire, try to use the same plated connectors, etc. We can convert from balanced to single-ended with an adapter, but you cannot do the opposite. If your main headphone cable is a single-ended cable, we cannot make you an adapter cable that is going to convert that single-ended cable to balanced. That is a no-no. We've had another Audiophile Tech Tips on this. I keep getting the question, Drew, can you turn my single-ended headphone cable into a balanced cable? No, the only way to do it, send it in to us. We will re-terminate it to a balanced connector. Then you can use an adapter that converts that balanced connector on that main cable to a single-ended for your other single-ended devices. You can't do the opposite. Don't do it. You're shorting to ground 2 of the channels, and that can damage your amplifier. Maybe some amplifiers can handle it, but a lot can't. Not a good idea. Anyway, hopefully that's enlightened you a little bit about adapter cables, adapters, and so forth. If you have any questions, make sure to shoot us an email or list it down below. If you like what you're seeing here, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next week.